Hello, how are you? It's me again. I have been avoiding doing this video, but I just felt like I needed to just be, I guess, more transparent than I already have, because I've already told everything that is just like things that most people wouldn't share. But I've already stepped out there, and I just feel like at this point in my life, like, I spent so much time in my younger years being comfortable being online, talking about, you know, sex, which I'm still talking about sex, but I'm talking about overcoming sexual morality now. And you know, just my journey. This video is for people like me who struggle with sexual immorality. I can't even believe I'm getting ready to say this, but I guess sex addiction. Oh my God. Is it possible that I have a sex addiction? No, because if I had a I don't have a sex addiction. I can't have a sex addiction. If I had a sex addiction, I wouldn't be able to go months on months on months on months on months without sex. That's a whole nother video for another day. But I'm here today for people like me who may not have the confidence or have the voice to be able to speak what they're going through. And I just want to just, like, you know, let people know who don't have the confidence to talk. I am a person who is struggling with, I guess, like, acts of perversion. I struggle with masturbation really bad. And about 3 weeks ago, when was this? Because it was on one of my vlogs. What day is this? Today is January 30th. Just January 2nd, I threw all of my sex toys in the trash can. All of them. I felt compelled. Is compelled the right word? Shit. I felt the need to trash them and really put forth a really big effort to not masturbate anymore. I know Google and anywhere else that I've done any research, you know, just says that the Bible doesn't discuss masturbation. But because I struggle so bad with it, and because I felt so convicted after I would do it, I took it as that was something that I shouldn't be doing, and that's something that God doesn't want me to do. So I trashed all of it. This was 3 weeks ago, right? Today is the 30th, and I have already failed. And I'm not gonna cry because I've already cried, and it's just like the only thing I can do is just try to move forward best I can and just try to do better. Really put my best foot forward to really give it everything I have. But me failing the way I did a couple days ago just let me know that this whole situation was trying to stop the masturbation addiction that I have is going to be way harder than I expected. I can't even talk. No doubt about it. I know, like, I'm gonna need God to get me through it, because I just thought, like, I'm super on fire for God right now. Like, I really want to build a closer relationship, and I know I'm on the right track. I know that, you know, just me even pursuing it is a great thing. I know that. But my flesh is fighting so bad. Let me tell you what happened. Basically, I came here to just talk about it. I don't feel comfortable really talking about it to anybody that I really talk to. So I kind of just use this as like a diary. I have a diary. I have a journal, but writing it feels different than actually, like, verbalizing, you know, what's going on with me. Friday, January 24th is the day that I broke my vow to myself. and I broke my vow to God regarding my perversion, and I was devastated, to say the least. I'm not gonna cry. To be honest, I am literally like heartbroken. It just like, it's really sad for me, and I know it's other people out there that are going through the same thing, and you know. So I used my fingers, and I've never been able to, I don't want to say climax, that's so grandma, like I feel like my name is like Pauline saying climax. Is it climax or is it orgasm? I don't want to say, you know, the other word. This is so inappropriate. This is so inappropriate. I'm gonna just get that. I've never been able to satisfy myself with my fingers, and I believe maybe that's only because I always had a vibrator. I had a sex toy. I had something that was better than these, that I didn't really have to put any manual labor into. But for me to get so desperate, and I don't know if it's just because I threw out all of my sex toys on January 2nd, so it was just me not being able to have access to it that made me so like desperate to be able to do it with my hands. But I did it, and the second it was done and I completed, I literally just like rolled over on the floor in my bathroom, and I just cried the second I was done. And I just felt so like ashamed and just disgusted and just embarrassed. Like, I'm cringing now thinking about it. But I laid on the floor for a little bit, and I just laid there. I was just like dumbfounded, like how did I get back to this? Like, not even able to believe it. I hate this chair so bad. Like, why are you making that noise while I'm over here having a moment, and this chair is like really doing like the most disrespectful thing to me right now. I ended up getting off the floor, and I went and laid in my bed, and I just kind of just crawled into my sheets, and I just laid there damn near really like kind of the whole day. Like, I just went kind of into like a really, oh, my camera about to fall. Okay, calm down. Like, I crawled into my bed, and I really just, it felt like a deep, like dark, depressing like hole. Like, it felt like I crawled into a hole. I just shut my curtains on my blinds. I got blackout curtains, so I just shut the curtains, and I just laid in the bed, and I just laid there. And I was really, really sad. In addition to the shame that I felt, what stands out a lot is the fact that I also felt anger. I felt anger with myself, but I also felt anger with God. And we all know that I don't want no smoke. Like, I'm barking up the wrong tree. Almost like I was taking my frustrations out on God, as if I don't have free will. I can admit that sometimes I really do get frustrated with God, because, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, but it's just like sometimes it just feels like, you know me, you created me, you know what my weaknesses are. It was really just like, sometimes I can't fathom or understand like how God can create me and know that I'm flesh and expect me to live like I'm not. And it's just like, what do you it just, sometimes it can feel like a lose-lose. And it's like, you want me to follow your commandments, you want me to try to live like Jesus Christ, but Jesus Christ was perfect, and you didn't make me perfect. So it's like, how could I even begin to even do that? Like, it's like it's not even possible. Like, here I am, nothing but flesh, and you know what my struggles are, you know what my difficulties are, and you can snap your fingers like that. Does God even have fingers? You could decide at any point, whenever you want, to send me a husband. You can. But it just kind of feels like you just choosing not to. Like, you see me, this is just what it feels like. You know, this is what it felt like at the time. You see me giving, like trying so hard and giving what I can, and like throwing away, just for example, throwing away my sex toys to put myself in a position to where I have no choice but to try to live the way you want me to. But it's like you don't try to even do anything to make it easy for me. Do you not want it to be easy for me? Is the challenge, is the test to see if I can do it through difficulty? Like what is the goal here? Because it's just like, how do you expect me to successfully fight off my fleshly desires when I'm nothing but flesh? I'm nothing but flesh. I'm not Jesus. Like, I couldn't be Jesus if I wanted to. It's just hard, and it can be frustrating, because it's like, help me, like, please, like, I need more. I need something else. But I can't give up, because I can't go backwards. Like, I feel like once you step out and you start to feel like you have heard God's voice, or you feel like God is close, you know, in certain situations, you can't go backwards. Like, going backwards is just like, I'll never be able to go backwards. I can't do anything but go forward. I've already confessed out loud that you are God, and I've already said yes to you publicly. So, like, I just need a little bit more help. Like, so basically, I just felt defeated. I felt like grief. Like, I felt like I was just grieving. Like, oh. Dang, I had an apple. Y'all ain't even say nothing. That's crazy. Y'all ain't real. Because I'm trying so hard, and for me to go as long as I went without breaking and staying strong, and have that just crumble and feel like I just took how many ever steps back, it was devastating. Like, it was devastating, because I want to be perfect, and I can't be perfect. You ever have been mad at somebody because you think that they're mad at you? Like, you try to beat them getting mad. Like, and I'm pretty sure people like me who are striving to, like, become closer to God, and who are trying to get into the Bible, the stories that you read in the Bible, it talks about, like, a lot of God punishing people. You don't act right, there's a consequence. You sin, there's a consequence. And that consequence can be death. The stories that I've read in the Bible so far, it's very clear that having any idol outside of God, idolizing anything, and just sin in general is punishable by death. So for me to think that here I am striving to do what you want so that I can be with you, so one day when I croak and I'm out of here, I'm coming to where you are. You're gonna hold me, you're gonna be with me. For me to be fighting so hard with that, so just to think that my flesh is causing me to have fleshly desires, and I could possibly be idolizing masturbation. Can you idolize masturbation? Is that considered an idol? I don't know, but I'm craving it more than I'm craving God, because for me to do it, that means, right, that I'm craving that gratification more than I'm craving God. That's hurtful, because it's like I'm trying so hard. Like, so because of the stuff that I've read in the Bible, you know, about how God can oppress you, he will take you out, like he literally will punish you for sin, and I'm having a hard time fighting sin, it can kind of put into your mind where it's like you get angry with him, because it's just like, you're mad at me for how you created me. No, you didn't make me do the sinful things that I'm doing, but my flesh is sinful, and you want me to fight that. And when I fail, it angers me. It really angers me. I hope I'm making sense. I really do. I really hope what I'm saying makes sense. Now I've done what I didn't want to do, so now I'm mad because maybe you could have stepped up, but I can't tell God what to do. So it's just, that's where I was. Like, I got angry with God. I got angry with him, as if he didn't create me, as if he can just go ahead and just wipe me out whenever he gets ready. So because of what we read when we're trying to get to know God and how he operates, I just feel like as people, sometimes we associate God with rage and death. And, you know, it can be very, very, very scary. And because I'm scared, I'm mad about it. But I think one of the important things that we forget is that, I'm about to cry. We forget that God also loves us. It's not all anger and death and, you know, punishment. Like, he really loves us. And I feel like sometimes the stuff that we learn can make us forget that. And that's enough to make me cry, because I read something somewhere, or I saw something online. I can't remember where I saw it. And of course it was YouTube, because I'm always on YouTube. But I saw something on YouTube that said God loves us more than he hates our sin. And that's so comforting to me to hear that, because that makes me feel like if I do, oh, hold on. Because that makes me feel like when I do sin or I do fall, God's not sitting up there the way I imagine, looking down at me with rage, wanting to wipe me off the earth. He is probably disappointed, but he loves me so much that all I have to do is show him my heart, which he can see it anyway. All I have to do is talk to him and ask for him to, okay, sorry, my camera turned off, but that was very powerful for me to see that, because it gave me comfort that God he hates sin, but he doesn't hate me, and he loves me more than he hates sin. So that means that no matter how many times I mess up and I bring myself back to him, he will always, my eyelashes look crazy. I'm missing some right there. It's okay. So yeah, I wasn't gonna post a video on this, but what the heck? I don't mind letting my failures be used for God's glory. I don't mind it at all. If my transparency can be a benefit or a blessing to somebody else, I am more than happy to allow that to be so. I know I can't be alone. So January 24th was a rough day, but today is a better day, and I'm back on track and not gonna give up. So yeah, guys, it's been real. Make sure you subscribe, turn on my, you know, what do you call it, the post notifications, because like I'm trying to get my YouTube off the ground, and like it's hard. Like it's so hard. It's hard to be consistent. I know it might like take a few years before I start like really getting somewhere with it, but just subscribe to me and turn on my post notifications. Like this video if you go through the same thing, if you're fighting the same battle, or just like share what your battles are, because everybody don't have the same battles, and I'm sure there's somebody out there that's fighting with something totally different that I would be like, oh my God, you know. And it's comforting to see and comforting to hear, and I hope whoever's watching this today has the same issue that I'm having. Like, this will be comforting to you to know, like, girl, or boy, not boy, sir, ma'am, I'm going through the same thing over here. I'm over here fighting for my soul, not even my life. I'm fighting for my soul. I'm fighting for my salvation. Like, we going toe to toe. Like, I'm not giving up. Like, you tell me I'm not going to heaven with God and you got me up. That's probably inappropriate for me to have said that, but I'm going. Like, I'm getting my permission slip signed. I am going. Like, it's lit. Like, I'm getting up there one way or another. I don't care what I have to do. I don't care what God want to take me through. Hopefully he don't take me through nothing too. I don't care. Okay? I don't care. I'm willing to, like, do it. I'm down for whatever. So yeah, it's been real. I guess that's all. I'll see y'all at the next video.
See, live, to suffer, to survive. That's to find meaning in the suffering.
Hey, yo, I'm slipped. The fall. I can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipped.